It is Monday, 23rd. Our AMA is to debrief you guys on our Singapore trip. I'm still in Singapore. Vladimir, you just got back to Cyprus, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Excellent.
absolutely. It was like 15 hours ride. Yeah, I'm a bit tired, but not, yeah, but still have some juice in me to do the same A because I think that's important.
Nice. Yeah, how was your flight?
Yeah, it was great. I think I expected what I know what to expect because a flight there, yeah, was kind of rough. I think
Yeah,
the flight back was much more smooth. Yeah.
cool. Yeah, I'm still in Singapore. I'm a little bit sick, so I'm not on video today. I'm just gonna stay on audio. Um, yeah, it was raining for a little bit, and then my hotel room, the aircon, I can't actually turn up the heat for some reason. So anyway, yeah, this AMA is to debrief you guys, while our memories are still fresh, on Singapore, and yeah, basically we went to three different events. We went to obviously Token 2049, we went to Solana Breakpoint and Network State, and yeah, just gonna give you a quick summary, tell you our takeaways, some of our wins. I don't think we have any losses. I can't think of any right now. Maybe a quick update on product development. There was some progress while we were, here, even though we were like heads down in meetings back to back. But we did build some things. Marketing update as well. But yeah, maybe we can give a quick summary of the events. So yeah, maybe Lamri, what was your favorite part of? Well, I guess it was your first time in Singapore. Like,
Yeah.
what did you think of Singapore? And yeah,
Yeah,
what's your
yeah,
impression?
yeah. Yeah, so the city is really nice, and all this stack of events, they're incredibly good. So some side events were extremely valuable, even better than primary events maybe. Yeah, so I was from Monday to Sunday, so I came almost 2 days earlier than you. Monday was extremely slow. Actually, it kind of even made me to worry a little bit because I just attended a couple of side events on Monday. They were a little bit underwhelming. I would put it this way. Yeah, but starting from Friday, it really ramped up. And Friday to Sunday was extremely active and extremely
Yeah.
saturated with great people. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah, I mean, the city was buzzing. Like, I think there were 30,000 people that passed through Token 2049. Yeah, you could just feel investments in the air. I think there's an overall sense of bullishness from
Yeah,
everybody we talked to. Like, it really felt like people were getting ready for risk on. Like, it is risk on. From the VCs we talked to the ecosystems, potential partners, clients. Everyone's in a really good mood. They were spending a lot of money on booths, on swag. I have 20 different T-shirts I've accumulated through these three conferences. I have 20 different hats. Yeah, so yeah, I think it's probably the busiest Token 2049, maybe the biggest one ever. Marina Bay
yeah. I think
Sands.
yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's kind of logical because even if we have some small market movements globally, we are growing. So yeah, I think that's expected.
yeah. I mean, I don't want to get over bullish, but a lot of whales that we
Yeah,
talk to are feeling that the markets are at a crescent. Once it hits 64,000, breaks 69,000, that
yeah.
we may get into a peak kind of euphoria phase. So, and yeah, the
Yeah,
VCs we talked to. Yeah, go ahead.
I just want to say a little grain of salt and all this stuff. So yeah, I'm also generally optimistic, and I'm really optimistic about us, about market, just generally optimistic. Yeah, there's just one more thing, when everyone is optimistic, they could start to have their optimism priced in, kind of like it was with the previous Bitcoin halving. Everyone was so expected that it will grow, but this expectance was already priced in. Yeah.
Mm,
So
yeah,
I guess ideally we should always have those room of unexpected stuff. Yeah.
yeah. Actually, you were pretty productive on the Monday you arrived. I mean, I arrived on Tuesday the 17th, and I think like our biggest wins when you were here doing
It
your own
was
side events.
yeah, it was like on Tuesday. Yeah, Monday was like yeah,
Tuesday.
just the start. Yeah, so on Monday I like visited like two AI events. One event like Sponge Penguins, and like it's like really interesting stuff because it was like a really good. And I think we'll cover this actually not today, but later on. Yeah, just like say that like something is like cooking with Sponge Penguins.
Yeah.
Yeah, I attended a couple of like events on AI, and like it was like a really interesting panel regarding like encryption AI, and people there were like consisted of both like researchers and VCs, and they tried like not to use buzzwords and actually like be honest and direct about like how to use encryption like in AI. And the funniest thing is like they didn't come up with anything like special. So yeah, there was like some moments where like just look each other in the eye and like, okay, I'm gonna pass the mic. Yes, that was
Yeah.
like kind of funny.
Yeah. Maybe okay. Let's not
It just
bring up any actual names of who we're
yeah
talking to, but we can discuss what we discussed about and what the use cases are and what we could do for them and with them. Let's do that. So maybe you want to discuss kind of like uh, what clarified some of these discussions and side events clarified our long-term vision
yeah
towards AI agents. Can you kind of describe like what crystallized like AI
yeah
agents as like the biggest narrative, biggest meta for a lot of these ecosystems?
yeah. So like as I say, Monday was kind of slow, but started from Tuesday. It was like extremely big. So yeah, I attended like multiple events at different venues. So yeah, I was like in Google's office in Singapore, and I visited a couple of other like really huge, like multi-billion
Market cap.
crypto, yeah, multi-billion market cap like crypto projects, like their side events, and like even talked to some like founders. And it was like extremely cool due to multiple reasons. So like first of all, I saw that like those people are like actually smart. So like like one of the thing that we had like in kind of like in previous like AI cycle, a lot of vaporwave around. Now they can see that like there are a lot of people who like actually like know or think about AI. They're really capable, and what they are coming up with is like not just some AI projects, but actually like AI infrastructure, AI networks for running like those distributed like chains, graphs of AI agents. So their idea is that like we are not trying to build AI, we are trying to build like decentralized system and decentralized economy for AI agents, where like user will never use just like on a single AI model or service, whatever the and like but like every request is always served like by a bunch of like sub network of different AI models that like talking to each other, helping each other, and also paying each other for those interactions. And on one hand, like it's like extremely cool they are building those infrastructure, and there are like a lot of those different projects that like kind of have the same big idea of those like decentralized agent economy, but also like the yellow are a little bit different. And
Yeah.
one of the like most interesting stuff is that like they build this infrastructure, but not the AI agents themselves. And that's where like we can really shine. And like the more I talk to them, the more like it becomes clear what the niche for AlphaCac is in terms of like in terms of this like new market narrative, AI agents, and like regards to those specific like extremely huge projects. So they have a really strong demand for people like us. And previously we had, maybe you could like pick it up from
Yeah.
there. It's like,
Yeah. I mean,
what was your vision of this?
one of the main goals was to just get a sense of the industry and the environment and where the demand is. We want to meet the market, where it is, and kind of figure out, our
Yeah.
long-term strategy. And because we have so many products, right? I mean, they're all built on top of our AI models. I mean,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, our product are our custom, locally run, uncensored AI models. Everything built on top of that are just ways to address different markets, right? We have the B2B stuff, which are the APIs. We have our meme generator, which is more for consumer, for users to create, content for their rating and, for their social media. We have the B2B version of that, which is, custom meme generators. I consider custom meme generators more marketing. It's kind of like a vampire attack where we are training our meme generator with the mascot that people love. We're bringing that community in. That's a marketing strategy. So we have all these things built on our AI models, but the question is like, how do we allocate our time? How do we prioritize our resources? Is the NFT art generator a priority? I don't know. I mean, that's been definitely profitable for the few like NFT art generations we've done, but does it scale? Is the market still there? So, talking to these large ecosystems, there's at least three major ecosystem blockchains that are focused on AI. One of them is a layer one, $1 billion market cap. Big last cycle, they were more into DeFi, but now they've gone all in on AI. And when we talk to these networks, there's a similar refrain, which is they're missing actual agents. They'll admit it. Like, we're building all this infrastructure for agents, for AI models. We're getting a lot of funding from VCs, but maybe we're a bit too early because, right, there's not enough agents, there's not enough people actually building their own models. So when we were talking to them, it was incredibly easy to build these friendships. They were inviting us to apply for grants, to submit our information right away so they can integrate with our tech, our models. So yeah, I mean, the conversations went incredibly well. It's just nice to get interest so easily and have people engaged and like want to know more about what we've been building. And I do truly feel like we're very unique in this space because it doesn't seem like many other people or anybody else is actually building their own custom models or agents. Is that accurate, Vladimir?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so there are like a lot of like smaller projects as well who are like trying to cater to those like audience, like people who are like, yes, there's like one guy that they are currently building in stealth, but like I hope they like succeed. They plan to launch their like DevNet like in a couple of months, and like hopefully they will succeed, and then you'll hear like a public announcement from us because like they're building like really cool stuff. So what they're building is like L1 for like verifiable compute. So basically, like it lets us like verify on chain that like whenever users send us some requests to our AI models, we actually like use this exact request. We don't try to change the prompt. We don't try to change the model. We actually like do this kind of computation and give the response. So like it's not like zero knowledge stuff. It's not like fully decentralized, but it's first very important step where like, okay, so it's like the model is still like is hosted on our site, but we have like this crypto signature that says that like, okay, that's like we actually did all this computation for you. Here's the result, and here's also a signature that confirms that this result is authentic. We actually did the work. And the funny thing is, like he's told us that he like simply didn't find any projects that have their own AI models, because like yeah, they are building like cool tech, and like the market for it is like it seems to be mostly us at this point. So probably they'll like appear some people like later on. Yeah, but right now we'll like absolutely see the opportunity. We'll seize this opportunity. Yeah, another one little thing that I will just add. So yeah, there's like the demand for agents, and like funny thing is like some of those people are like, for example, showing the example of like medical AI as like the good thing of having off chain, because you have this like data anonymized, like encrypted on chain, and you can use them there, etc., etc. You could like then safely sell the data, but like realistically speaking, whenever they launch these like networks on chain, the first users who will like ever come to use it won't be doctors, because like doctors have no idea how to use blockchain. The first people who will come to use all those networks will be people who like already in crypto, like crypto traders, degens, maybe developers. Yeah, but that's it. And so if you want all those like network infrastructures, like AI agent economies to work, you need to populate it with the AI tools that are as close to the needs of those people as possible. And we're exactly building this kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm extremely happy. And because we previously were developing like API, our models, like AI models, are kind of like protocol agnostic by default. So like we have people who are building like protocol, AI, decentralized protocols for AI agents, and we're getting like even a higher level of decentralization. So we'll have like, we'll be like decentralized in the sense that we will be supporting a lot of decentralized protocols of AI models. So we'll have like AI agents, AI models that are like not just running decentralized inside some network. We have the same agent that that's like connected to a lot of those decentralized networks. And this way, like we'll like hedge the risk. We have a clear way how to like partner with all those projects, because like they all need the thing that we are providing. And yeah, we are just getting more and more exposure, like in terms of marketing, in terms of potential users, in terms of more collaborations, because like that means that like now basically anyone who builds other AI agents is always like potentially like not a competitor, but also like actually a partner, because like the idea of all those networks that these guys are building is that like agents talk to each other and basically like exchange additional info. So you have like, okay, so like user requested something about like X, and we have like one agent that provides some info, other agent that provides some info, third agent that provides like info, then it's all combined and sent to user as a whole request. So yeah, there's like a clear way how we can like start integrating into all those ecosystems, like partner not only with those ecosystems themselves, but also with any kind of other AI agents, because like we can yeah, make each other more useful. It's like really cool that we are like reaching this like more mature state of AI in crypto.
Yeah, I mean, the product market fit is definitely getting even better. I mean, I think we already have great product market fit because we just went to where the market was, especially with the meme stuff, and now we're building alerts, which are what degens want. You know, we were able to pivot pretty quickly from our original mission, which was like building the perplexity of crypto, you know, perplexity AI of
Yeah.
crypto, a chatbot to mine alpha from, you know, 4chan socials, on-chain
Yeah, I
data.
think.
So we've.
Yeah, I think there's
Can you?
just one. Yeah, just one small detail that I wanted to add, also to clarify things. So like, just in case anyone is wondering, like, what does it mean for me as a like user of Telegram bot? Basically nothing. So like the idea is that you have Telegram bot, it's already like powered by multiple like AI agents we're developing. And the idea is that like now we have like a clear understanding what other markets are requiring this stuff. So like if you like the Telegram bot, you'll just keep using it, and we'll keep like developing it, making like smarter, better, adding more functions, etc. But at the same time, like you'll be adding like the same set of like AI tools to other like ecosystems, and like potentially maybe you'll like one of those ecosystems whenever they will launch, and maybe you'll like just migrate there and you'll be using like the same good old effect from there. Maybe you'll stay like in Telegram and will enjoy all the benefits. Yeah, the key idea is that like, yeah, that's like more of like strategic like decision, understanding of like what's going on in the crypto market, how to change. Yeah, from the user like perspective, in terms of our roadmap, actually nothing really changes. So it's still like, yeah, we are still like concentrated on alerts, on getting more and more like real-time on-chain data. Yeah, basically taking all those like millions of transactions and like distilling them into like easily quick to digest knowledge. Yeah, it's just like now we have a lot of more potential platforms to distribute this, not just like Telegram or Discord or API.
another takeaway that's related is that, or another way to explain what we just explained was there's a lot of picks and shovels. There's a lot of ecosystems and VCs funding, you know, infrastructure, but there's not enough like actual products, not enough models, not enough, AI agents. That's what we notice, and there's like a lot of deepen projects as well, and that's like another way we can integrate with. So maybe deepen is worth putting some energy into, because deepen platforms, they provide all these different AI services, AI infrastructure on their platforms. They have the compute, they have the models, and they'll usually offer maybe like a mixture of proprietary models like OpenAI and Anthropic, etc., but also like open source models and fine-tuned models from different partner projects. So that's a easy way for us to just integrate. We could just reach out to all these deepen projects. There's like a million of them, and it doesn't cost us anything to just offer our model on there with through our API. Vladimir, can you explain what the academic definition of AI agents are, and how that definition has actually changed in crypto, and how now we actually have an AI agent because of that change of definition?
Yeah. Yes, it changed like not only in crypto, like changed everywhere. So, like for example, Microsoft on their website and their documentation also changed it a lot. Yeah, so like what AI agent used to be, like it was a term first like primarily mostly related to like reinforcement learning. That's like part of machine learning that trains models to like roughly, like to put it like simply, to figure out the stuff themselves. So like you have, for example, let's say like image recognition model, like that classifies, is it like a cat or dog? The way it works, you like show it an image, says that's a cat, that's a dog, that's a cat, that's a dog, and then like a model like it just learns from that, and that's not an AI agent. Well, it wasn't the AI agent before. Now, unfortunately, it is. The old OG definition of AI agent is, for example, something like AlphaGo, when you don't have this like predefined set of classes. You, for example, have you just have like a table of like Go game, and you tell the agent your objective is to win the game, and then like you could do whatever you want. Yeah, so that's like the key idea of AI agent. It has some kind of environment, and like it can interact with this environment, and it has the goal it should achieve. Yes, like OG meaning of AI agent would be like some AI system that like works completely autonomously, and it's still like on our roadmap, and we'll still like deliver this. We just have this like new intermediate step. Like if you remember from like AMAs we had like a couple of months ago. So there's like an AI agent who's like an AI that's like proactive and like completely autonomous, and that still like has an objective to basically like be as useful in terms of crypto trading or crypto research to you, the user. And it should do whatever it thinks should be done at this very moment to maximize this goal. And right now, basically, the definition of AI agent unfortunately changed like everywhere. So even like Microsoft or like OpenAI and their docs, they're like doing this. Like we as humanity, we like got closer to AI agents, but not because of like our scientific breakthroughs are getting closer, but rather because like the definition of AI agents is like getting lower and easier to achieve. And right now, basically, they call an AI agent like any kind of AI that's like is a part of a graph of multiple AI models, so to say. It's like in that sense, like for example, our /meme command is an example of like two AI agents working together. Because like when you type like /meme, you have, for example, one AI that like searches our knowledge graph, so tries to find like news about like For example, if you write a meme about, like, make a meme about Solana, what it does is like it fetches all the Solana sources, tries to come up with like some interesting, like, funny topics about it, and also it has like another AI model which like it requests to generate an image. Yeah, in this sense, by this new definition, that's already like two AI agents because like they're like working together. Yeah, so it's like previous definition of AI agent was like AI agent that like works completely on its own. New definition of AI agent is like any kind of AI model that works together with other AI model. And yeah, it's a little bit confusing. So like we are still. Yeah, sorry, Duff. Did you say
Yes, sorry
something?
to interrupt. Yeah, just a quick question. Is this what is called as an agentic framework or something against a Gen AI where you specify a kind of an intent rather than specifying specific steps to achieve the end objective? You say, this is what I want, and then a bunch of AI agents work together and then produce the result you want. I think I came across this term called agentic framework. Is this what you're talking about or something completely different?
Yeah, kind of it is. So yeah, it doesn't have to be like exactly like a bunch of AI agents. It could be like just one. Yeah, the key idea is that like, yeah, in the past, like OG definition of AI agent is that like you don't have those like predefined steps, predefined connections between AIs. So you have AI that like has a lot of freedom and like it decides itself what to do on each step. And right now, like any kind of AI models that like chain together are now called AI agents. So even if they're like hard coded what to do and how exactly to interact, yeah, now it's just like common to say, unfortunately. And like I saw a lot of people also like sharing the similar sentiment to mine, is that like it's kind of weird that we're like changing those definitions like on the fly, so we can get a lot of misunderstanding. But yeah, right now, what like everyone call AI agents is like, yeah, just multiple AIs working together. And yeah, we'll still like committed to get like those OG agents. And basically what we do right now is to like just an intermediate step on the way. Yeah, but yeah, so we have like network of agents and we have like autonomous agents. Yeah, we'll have like network of agents first and then like fully autonomous ones later on.
Vladimir, why do you think AI agents are such a hyped like narrative right now between all the VCs and the ecosystems, and like what do you think this comes from, and is just a natural part of like looking for the next narrative, the next step?
Yeah, I think it's
GPT-5.
I think it's kind of related to what I think I said it like on one of the previous like AMAs. The idea is like if you'll try to think like what will happen next. So let's say one of the stuff that could happen like we'll achieve like artificial general like super intelligence, some stuff like that. Basically, like first of all, you can't really prepare for this because like it's super intelligent. We'll be like ants. And second of all, like when we'll achieve it, most likely no matter like whether it's like AI will be malicious or like benevolent, good for humanity, whatever. Basically, if it will happen, we will like just stop worry about cryptos. Like we'll live in prosperity. AI will do all the work for us. It will be like heaven on earth. Yeah. So like I think probability of it is like very low, but above zero. Yeah, so like the first scenario, when we achieve like super intelligence, basically you can prepare to it and kind of you shouldn't really do anything because like if such AI will like appear, it will solve everything on its own. You won't be needed. It will just like make sure that you're always like happy and that's it. It's like money will stop to exist. It will always like everyone lives in prosperity, etc., etc. Another like more realistic stuff is that like instead of those like agents becoming superhuman, they will just like be exponentially like approaching human level and like being like not quite surpassing it, but at the same time they will be getting like more and more like affordable, widespread, commoditized, etc. And I guess what those like networks are preparing for is like this second scenario. Is it like, let's say we don't have artificial like superhuman intelligence, but at the same time we have this like infrastructure when we can have like a lot of near human intelligence for free, or like like not for free, like for very cheap. Yeah, and we need to build like economies so we can like scale this up. Yeah, I guess like what they are building, and yeah, I think it absolutely makes sense. It's also like a great thing, like if you think of like incentives. So if those like platforms, networks launch up, so like right now via Taufa, we just like we started from this, like from having our own models, from having our own infrastructure, etc. Because like that's originally was our vision. That's what we wanted to do. That's like what's our mode. But like other people, they don't like if they don't have these skills, if they don't have like such a background as we do, they don't have any motivation to do this. And that's kind of dangerous because like it makes the whole market more centralized around like OpenAI. Just like so convenient to use it, so convenient to use Microsoft, so convenient to be dependent on Microsoft. That's like a really bad thing because like Microsoft has a long history of like locking people up, so like and trying to like Microsoft Word, PDF standard, or like Java on Windows. A lot of stuff. They always try to like get wide user adoption and then like hold the user and don't let them get any like freedom of choice in terms of technology. And what those like networks are building, they're like incentivizing people to be independent. Yes, like just like we are already independent, so we'll be like incentivized. But as we grow, more and more people will be like devs motivated to like make their like models.
So this interest that we're getting from an ecosystem, a blockchain, as well as a major AI project, one of the biggest ones. How does that clarify our like a white paper and like our mission statement? Because you remember, we were going to write a white paper, but we said, hey, we're iterating way too fast. Like we need a clear direction first, and it's a lot more clear now, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think like basically the whole AMA could be converted to like as a first couple of chapters of the white paper. So like basically if you'll just omit all the like technical intricacies and just talk about like high level overview of like what we are building and for what, I think we like nailed it down pretty well like right now. So basically like introduction, a couple of first chapters of white paper, they just happened, and like later on we just need to just like explain all the technical stuff.
I think it's worth talking about the data indexing because obviously we know the blockchain that wants the agents, we know the ecosystem that wants the models, but there's a third opportunity, that this large project that could benefit from data indexing as well as Arrowweave. So can you kind of explain that and how that could potentially scale and service other ecosystems?
So first of all, I should like say, that's a very important clarification. So like when I was saying like agents, I like throughout the whole AMA, I actually meant like implied custom AI models and those custom indexers. So we can like have this like we figured it out like this recipe when we build our like custom data infrastructure. First we started like just from purely Web 2, and now more and more stuff of it is actually Web 3, and like eventually most of it will be Web 3, I think. You have those like custom indices with like really high level data, and you have all this stuff that like there's a lot of insights in it, but like human being, realistically speaking, cannot like just physically read through all of it in real time. And you have like you have this like on-chain data, constant stream of like low information, just trades, buy and sell and balance in. You have this like data index with which is like contains a lot of high-level overview of what's actually going on with the market. And then you have like an AI model that's like fine-tuned to like whenever user has any kind of question to start picking the important bits of data from like this like index, and and answer user's question, or maybe like without even user's question, just like reading through, seeing what's actually important for like this specific user AI that the AI agent is like directing right now, just like sending alerts. Yes. So
is that fractal?
Yeah. So like basically fractal, just like what I wanted to imply is like what we call fractal, like previously was mostly Web2 data, and now we have like this new stuff which is like kind of ongoing, and we'll see it like later on when alerts are fully public, when we have like those like custom streams that you like probably never show to the user, custom like just custom data representation of decentralized finance. I would put it like this way. And basically this will be this an integral part of the agent. So it's like not just the AI model, but also like this data is like custom data, and also custom model that it's like trained to interact with this data when solving tasks. And so they always come together.
Yeah. Maybe on like a more lighthearted note, people we showcase our new brand, our new logo for the first time. This is just completely offline. We haven't published it, we haven't announced it yet, but they are on our business cards, they are on our NFC cards, and people really liked it. I mean, I think they were really impressed by it. And I was also surprised, like barely anybody actually had like business cards like in this space. Like, everyone's just trading Telegram accounts. So yeah, we were like old school. We actually had business cards, like analog, and people were really impressed by our cards and our branding. So I think that's a good sign that upcoming branding is the right direction. We're still probably about a month and a half out. I mean, we finished the branding already, the visual identity. Website design is about 95% done. We need to develop the site. We have our web developer that can basically rebuild it live and deploy it. So I don't know how long that's going to take. It's a bit complex. There's like motion graphics, and there's
more
moving parts to it.
Yeah, more pages than we had before.
There's more pages now. I mean, there's home pages, landing pages. There's B2B pages. There's a token page that explains what the utility of our token is, why you should buy our token. Right? It's buying, a piece of AI's future in crypto. There's a contact page, obviously. So, I think the reception for our branding was good. I think we looked like $100 million market cap project, and as we went to these different events, we eventually started splitting up and just kind of like specializing in our own little niches. So I guess you call Vladimir Alpha, and I'm Keck. So I was talking mostly about memes, and there was surprisingly a lot of major meme projects. We went to after parties. As you know, we went to the Milady party, we went to the Retardio party, and met some really high level like meme coin projects. Yeah, one of them we befriended. First of all, it was very easy to meet these people. Like, they were very friendly. But this meme coin was, I don't know how many hundred millions in market cap, but I mean, they have a legendary like mascot, so they're like, yeah, let's collab, create AI for us. So, we're looking at their mascot, we're gonna create an AI. A project, it's like a blue chip NFT project on ETH. We built an AI. When we're building these custom AIs for these blue chips, we'll create like a lab group. So this is kind of like a test, private beta group where we invite their community, their team members to join and try it out. So we'll have a lab for each of these different blue chips that we're creating, and we haven't released them yet. We haven't revealed these groups yet, but for this particular NFT project on ETH, the output is very high quality because the data set is like probably the best data set we found like in all of crypto. Their Instagram has like dozens, even maybe hundreds of high quality images of their particular mascot. And yeah, we met a lot of their team, well, a lot of their high level community members at different after parties that were hosted by them. They joined the group, and then they eventually invited the founder of this project, or maybe he's not a founder, but he is the CEO. So these are slow moving conversations, but I think the long term strategy is just to just release it. And that's within the ethos of crypto, right? It's permissionless. We contribute. We create user engagement. We're selfless about that, and it doesn't cost anything besides like our time, our energy, our knowledge. But I think this is the right approach, in this space. We're here to give. We're trying to help their communities empower themselves to create content at scale, to be louder on social media, to command the attention economy. So we're gonna keep doing that. I know we've been a bit slow. Like, we have created all these custom AIs, meme generators, and we're not publicizing it because we're just, one, we're trying to test them. Two, we want to get more affirmation from the team. But I think it's about time that we just release the Kraken. So one, we don't want to wait around, and two, there's a lot more other projects. Okay, for example, we created a custom meme generator for a relatively hyped Solana collection, and a Solana meme coin. We met the venture studios, which is a fancy word of saying like a VC agency of this project, and they love what we created for them. It's white labeled. Our name hasn't been shouted out yet. It will in the future, but they want to offer this to other projects as a studio. So we'll get to a point where like we have deal flow of memes coming in, newer or more established memes that have high quality artwork, that have a large marketing budget, that will have good exposure. So we're getting to a point now where there's like vendors in the space looking to like repackage and resell this service, right? This is the meme generator, and we could be very picky later on, like in terms of the size of the project and the quality of the data set. So yeah, that's what I was focused on, a lot on the meme stuff.
Yeah, I think one very little thing I can add in the end is like I personally was like extremely surprised how consistently humble those people are, because like when you're like leading a huge meme coin project, I'm not sure what I was expecting, but certainly like not people like being like so like down to earth, like and humble, and like all of them were like that. That's cool. That's really interesting to see.
Yeah, I mean, we met the founders / project leads of at least 3 different like $200 to $300 million market cap meme coins across mostly in Solana, and very, very humble people. We took some selfies with them, and hopefully we can share some of that later on about our collaboration.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing I want to mention is because of this experience, we had to finalize our pricing model for the custom meme generator. So on the docs page, if you go there, it's more so refined. There's a setup fee. That's for the training. That's for the deployment of the bot. We're going to charge at least an ETH. We should charge more because there's still a lot of demand coming in. So we'll probably raise it substantially, from 1 ETH. Then there's a monthly data cost. So previously we were trying to bury and absorb the data costs because our data cost is our own infrastructure, right? We're running our own GPUs for the image generation. And it's better to be transparent and just split those 2 things up. So setup fee means for setup, right? For training, for deployment, for helping with artwork. Data means for data, right? So this is an actual explicit cost. This is not like there's no huge markup or anything. We're actually just trying to pay for electricity and for actual compute. So on our doc site, you'll see the monthly data costs, which are broken into 3 different tiers. The tiers are broken up by GPU rental. So you're actually renting a dedicated GPU when you're buying one of these tiers. So the first tier is the was it starter, and then it's was it scale, and then pro, I believe. I might have gotten it backwards because it's new. But yeah, based on each tier, you pay from $150 to $600 per month, and you get up to X amount of images per day, right? So starter starts at 1,000 images per day for the entire group, up to 10,000 images per day for the entire group. So yeah, this Solana meme project that is not revealed yet. They're on the middle plan. They're generating. Vladimir, how many images are they generating per day on average? They're generating a lot.
Yeah, over 1,000 today.
Yeah, so they generate about over 1,000.
Yeah, consistently. So that's like tens of thousands already.
And actually, one piece of insight that they mentioned was the value. One of the kind of unnoticed values of the meme generator in their group is actually to keep the chat flowing, to enforce a positive narrative for their community, to fight FUD. Sometimes if people are saying, "Hey, why is price down?" Right? This actually turns into something positive. You're all creating images together. They're amazing. People laugh. People share it. It's proactive. So they told us they were really thankful for that side benefit of the meme generator. It's just something to do because how else are you going to fill up the chat? You're going to fill up the chat with a bunch of buy bots, a bunch of random like raid bots. That stuff gets pretty redundant and pretty bearish fast. Yeah, that's it from me. We'll probably keep this short. Any other takeaways or wins or insights, Vladimir, you want to talk about?
We certainly have more wins and insights, but I think we'll just keep them for now and unroll more of them later on. Yeah, because we have a lot of extremely promising stuff that's we would be happy to reveal when it's 100% certain. Yes, just know that's not it. We'll have. I feel we'll have a lot of follow-ups from this event, from this week in Singapore, probably for at least a couple of months until we'll have another big event.
And we are planning to go to more conferences, so I can't confirm that we're going to these yet because it's so early and we need to make plans. And I'm having another kid soon, so I got to plan for that. But there's Token2049 Dubai next year. There's NVIDIA GTC, which Vladimir's spoken at twice next year. Actually, it's where I grew up in California. And there's going to be Solana Breakpoint again. There's going to be DevCon in Thailand. So all of these we're interested in going. It's just a matter of picking and choosing our battles. What else do I want to mention? But yeah, overall, very, very bullish, very fun. I felt like it was a turning point. I felt like we had a lot of credibility. People were very engaged, and I can't tell whether it's it's the market or we're just not LARPing, right? We have tangible things to talk about as opposed to vaporware projects or a wrapper or something, right? Or an OpenAI wrapper. So there's just a lot to talk about, that we're building, and it takes sometimes a lot of time to explain, which is something we want to improve. Our alpha alerts, we ended up just kind of showing people, right, what we were building, and they're pretty blown away when they see some of these videos, the normalized volume delta and some of our triangulators that we built. Obviously the meme generators. Those are tangible things that are rare and that people want. So yeah, any questions, guys? Yeah, let's give it some time to let people ask questions. Anybody type any questions in the group chat?
Hey, this one here. So my understanding is there is lots of AI infra out there, but not enough AI models, and that's where we come in. That's where our value addition is going to be, and it is something that we are already doing. Right? We don't have to like dramatically change our course at this point in time. It's what we are already doing, and we are well poised to exploit this opportunity. Is this the long and short of it?
Yeah, it was more about what to lean in on. The models, plug and play. Maybe Vladimir can give a more technical explanation about like how much work would be involved for us to deploy our data infrastructure, for example, to one of these ecosystems. How much work would it take for us to, um, deploy our AI agent or our models to one of these blockchains?
I think it will basically depend on like case to case basis, like depending on the details of each network. Yeah, so
Vladimir,
sometimes it. Yeah, sorry. Yeah.
sorry, maybe it's better. We had those 4 phases, right, for this particular blockchain. Do you want to kind of describe those phases without disclosing the name? The four steps on the pitch deck.
Yeah,
As an
I think
example. No, it's too
we
much.
will
Okay,
actually
good.
we'll actually like yeah. So I think we'll have another 4 steps actually. We'll update them given what we heard on the conference and like discussed in person.
Okay.
Yeah. What I just want, I think like the first step will be just the first step will be unchanged. The first step will be just take all the models and all the agents we have and bring them onto like these new networks. And I think that's what was the original question from Darth. Actually, how hard would it be? And the answer is like it depends on each case. So like in some cases it will be like extremely simple. Well, like for example, there are actually some chains that like despite being decentralized support OpenAI API. Not sure how does it work for them, but yeah, since we have like the fully compatible API, we can like switch in just 1 moment. So maybe we can do this like in 1 day. For some networks that are like more complicated, have a lot of unique like features, properties, how do they work, it could take like more time. Yeah, but generally like it's absolutely feasible. And yeah, the great thing is like since we were building like all those APIs from the very like beginning, one key byproduct of it is that like our models are like are basically plug and play modules from the very beginning because like they are designed to be like that. So like right now, the only way to plug them in is like API, but just the fact that it's possible to use API, that also means that you can like build one more slightly different API that's like connected directly to this chain. Yeah, so basically like, we'll see. It will depend on each chain, but yeah, it should be rather easy to do. And like I'm really happy about like these part tools. So like we have like not just like AI agents, but also agents that they seem to be rather easy to integrate everywhere. Yes, let's just like wait a little bit until all of those like big multi-billion projects will start actually like launching their devnets, so we'll be able to connect, and then we'll just see.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Yeah, so I think moving forward, we just focus on getting that flagship ecosystem. We focus on continuing to onboard, building out our meme ecosystem. So we're going to start opening that up, making it more obvious it's an ecosystem, and just scaling that. Again, we have the network now. We have a lot of third parties, looking to reoffer that, to their particular clients, or meme coins, and we'll focus on alerts because that's probably the highest traction, sort of B2C strategy we'll have. I mean, obviously, image generation is always going to be high traction, but alerts we want to get alerts up to that level. We'll open up the bot as well, very very soon, for DM access for free tier. Will allow people to add it to their groups freely. Missing anything else? I mean, yeah, it's sort of our overall strategy in a nutshell. Just opening up more things, disclosing more of our client partners on the meme side, and then talking to these ecosystems.
Yeah, I guess actually the great news is like not a lot of things are changing. So like we are still like on the same course. It just like became extremely clear and obvious to us how to make a lot of B2B partnerships with other projects without like changing our course, like almost at all.
That
like
that are
we
mutually
figured out,
beneficial.
yeah, how to like keep building what we are building and like make it mutually beneficial for us to like collaborate with a lot of other projects. Yeah, I guess like that's actually a great thing. That like not a lot of changes. That means like we are on the right course.
Yeah, we found people are looking for us, so it's very mutually beneficial. There's no hard selling at all. Whereas before, it's sort of like when you're trying to figure out, where your market is, you kind of have to like, persuade, and you have to solicit, you have to, cold DM. But yeah, right now it's all very warm. Degenerati, when is the new logo going to be released? Yeah, we're not going to release our branding in piecemeal. It just kind of takes away from like the impact. So we'll have to save everything until the website is ready to go live. And with, ideally with news, we have a pretty nice advertising budget saved up for that. And we will be, yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Any other questions? Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't make it to the Iggy Azalea after party with the 20 strippers. Might have seen that one.
Yeah, I think this mother token has got lots of reputation in the last week or so. Some huge influencers are recommending that, and they're all places for Iggy. So maybe that's one of those projects you should target, like the meme generator for meme generator.
Did you say mother token? Ticker symbol
Yeah,
mother?
I mean, I mean,
Oh, Iggy Azalea. Okay.
Right. Those, the popular influencers who kind of denounced her earlier when she,
Yeah.
when the token came out, they were all like, okay, she's just a dumb, she's just a dumb broad, and she's doing this and that. And now they are like, no, she knows what she's doing, and she's really serious about it, and she's adding value to the community. They're all prizes for her right now. So maybe that is one
Yeah, I
of
mean,
the projects worth collaborating.
Yeah, I'm impressed. She's sticking around. She's like fairly intelligent, tweeting a lot, promoting crypto. Yeah, I mean, she's doing her own way, but at least she's like sticking around. What is her mascot? Mother token, ticker mother. Is it just like
I think it
big
doesn't
white
have
booty or
anything.
something?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, I haven't seen her
something like
mascot or her meme. Yeah.
No, I was really
Pog,
surprised because
fat ass
the
white
other
girl.
day there was, I was surprised because there was a venture capitalist the other day. He was talking about Sui and Solana and all that, and then he also mentioned this one, and he said, he was kind of keeping Mother at the same level of all those popular, well-established crypto projects, and then he was saying that okay, she's a great businesswoman, and she's doing all the right things and all. So I don't know if it is a project that we would want to work with if there is a scope. Just a thought. Yeah, thanks.
The thing is, we could just like, if they have a nice data set, I mean, that's not a euphemism for her body or something. I'm talking about like an image of like her Twitter. We could just create an AI for it, based on our bandwidth. Yeah, there's actually a few blue chips that I just completely forgot about that we can create AIs for and just release the Kraken. So we'll be working on that soon.
Okay, I don't know whether you're familiar with, I don't know whether you're aware of this or not. It's kind of under the wraps, but KRC20, right? Caspa ecosystem. they actually, like, KRC20 went live a couple of weeks back, and there are a bunch of memes on that as well, like Nacho, Casper, Gold, and all that. Of course, it is nothing compared to Ethereum
Which
or
chain is
Base.
this?
Casper.
Oh, Casper. Wow, Casper's back, huh?
Yeah,
Interesting.
that KRC20, if you remember, the KRC20 initial launch was kind of a flop. And then they relaunched it a couple of weeks back, and there are some memes like Nacho, Casper, Gold, Caspa, and all that. I mean, they are still at the level of like 30 million, 40 million, 50 million market cap, but maybe it is something to keep in our radar. You know, when these memes get listed in some exchanges. As of now, they are not listed in any exchanges, but eventually, I guess they will be.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take a look at the Casper blue chips. Well, one meme I really want to do next is Ponke. Is that how you pronounce it? Ponke, the monkey. I mean, it's like high quality data set, flat, 2D character, pretty consistent what we've done so far. Yeah, I think that'd be a really nice AI. Big community too. Excuse me. All right. Any last questions? Oh, L just joined. What's up, L? I'm not sure if you want to speak. We just gave a long debrief on Singapore and Token
No,
2049.
I've been here all along. I've been here all along.
Oh, you've been here the whole time. Oh, okay, awesome. What do you think of our debrief? Any agreements, disagreements? Any other perspectives?
I guess there's a lot of really exciting stuff, but you can't really name names. So I think if everyone you've been speaking to, I think definitely a very big chain ecosystem. Yeah, I mean, I think the sooner you can get that down and make an announcement, then everyone here can be excited about it.
Yeah, Elle is one of our OGs. She came in from a DAO, and we actually ran into her randomly at MBS at the mall, which is a small world. She actually saw our name tags and recognized our names, which is pretty cool. Well, she recognized Vladimir. She didn't recognize me, obviously. But very cool seeing our holders IRL.
Yeah.
Unplanned. So there's a lot more of us than you think.
And that was the second time I ran into alpha cake holders in Singapore randomly. That's so crazy. Yes, we are already a huge enough community that we can meet each other randomly. That's dope.
We got sleeper cells around the world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon one day you won't be able to leave the house anymore.
All right.
Yeah. Exactly. Still, you will be able to see each other from the window. Just take a look and see at least a couple of them.
Yeah. What about your perspective? Your perspective as in your industry, in your role.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I think everyone agrees that it's probably the best token 2049 ever. I think it's definitely one of the best events ever, crypto events.
Yeah.
A lot of people came in, a lot of people building a lot of different things, very diverse set of people as well. Just
hold on. Let me mute Degenerate. Hold on. Degenerate. Okay, you're on mute. Go ahead, Elle.
Yeah, I thought it was a very good event. As I was saying, I think also it's good that there were a lot of very specialized side events. If you want to go and learn more about AI, you go there. You want to learn more about agents. You want to learn more about Tau. You go to a Tau specific side event, a near specific side event, and then you get to really dig in and meet the right people. So I thought it was very good.
Yeah, the side events. I mean, arguably the side events.
Hello.
Might be.
你好吗? Hello.
Yeah, we're here. Can you give me a minute? Let me just finish. Can you hear me? Hello? Sorry about that. Yeah, I mean, the side events were amazing. Arguably, we could even just go to the side events because they're intimate, they're targeted for our particular niches, and you can build relationships that way. Yeah, I mean, another way I measure how great the conference was is how many T-shirts I got and how many hats I have in the corner of my hotel room. It's like 2 duffel bags worth. So yeah, you know it's a success.
I think you should start counting them like not in pieces but in like pounds.
Right. You gotta buy like extra luggage. I'm actually wearing one right now. Decentralized AI. Yeah. MBS. All right, guys. So yeah, we're at an hour. Any last questions before we wrap up? Oh, Degenerate. You're raising your hand. 1 second. All right, Degenerate, go ahead.
Yeah, good day. Nice project, guys.
Yeah, how's it going, man?
Yeah, cool. Love the project, bro. Putting more effort in it. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you. All right, guys. Yeah, have a great week. Enjoy your work week, and we'll talk again. Glad we got to do this impromptu real quick. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you everyone. Yeah. See ya.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.